Sometimes I don't like what I have to say, but you have to hold yourself in a certain position to have power. And we want to learn how to have personal power, how to use that personal power. But in order for you to survive in the type of life that you've had up to this point, is that you've had to learn from other people in your world. And you probably could think back about this type of person in your life. But in your life, have you had anybody that always showed that energy of lofty or loftiness? It is somebody that's, thinks they're better, or they have to be high, oh, yes, above everybody else. I'm smarter than you. I understand. It's part of that, oh my God, what is that called? Alpha, that's it. And when these people are doing it on a humanistic level, that is not without the higher self, then what happens is that they look like they're cocky instead of confident. They look like they could bite you instead of feeling like they could be a leader. So when you think of lofty, and so think about anybody in your life that has to feel like they're superior than another in order to keep the upper foot or the upper hand, not foot. You just have to wait for the other shoe to drop. That's probably what they're saying. Loftiness, in the case of trying to, you have to exert it when you feel like when people are trying to make you feel helpless. So lofty is your safety guard. It is your safety net, because people sometimes make you feel like you're helpless. Now, this helplessness lens is part of an automatic response, to feel helpless. Now, that sounds like it's vulnerable, but you started to begin to learn about 1.5, 2 years old to not trust people and what they say. You would hear what they say, but it was never what they do. It was always the opposite. And you were just like, I can't. And so your 2-year-old self says, I can't trust these people. Okay. And you'd start to feel helpless because somehow they would use their loftiness to tell you how things are and what things are going to be. And you weren't sure how to defend yourself. So when you started to face the world, you only started to mirror what you learned. And as you grow into your spirituality, you're going to feel, wait a minute, I don't feel like this anymore. I don't want to use that. But the helplessness little girl inside of you says, but I'm still here. And so I would definitely want to heal that little girl inside of yourself. And I would end up using hope therapy, because what she would do is that if you didn't act like you're helpless, then they seem to act more mean, if that makes sense. Give me some feedback, because it's about when there's parents separated. And that can be huge, because it may not make any sense to a 2-year-old. But you, as a child experiencing that moment, have to scramble around and make sense with that little dictionary in your mind, all the little information you do have, to make sense of your world, because you haven't been out here long enough to gather information. So what they're saying is they want you to be able to create that tribe and better friendship with people, is to allow yourself to heal that helpless little girl and heal that you distrust people, because I feel like this is a particular pattern. And if you're having problems keeping friends in your life, keeping a family to understand you, then understand that this is probably the result of that pattern. Again, EFT, make an appointment. Maybe one day we could do some type of healing live, but it needs to be healed. It says, your safety blanket is to have this loftiness. To all people? No. It's when you feel like you're getting burned. So it's not like you lofted over everybody. It is just when you feel like you're in that position. And they say that you have particular pictures. And what I call eye accessing is that you'll have a picture in one eye that's stronger than the other about this story. And if you were to cover up one eye and look at it, you could actually begin to feel it. And there's a whole process of healing that can actually pull out those pictures, which also helps break down the chemical peptides. So no longer do you have to feel it or think it. Now, what's it do? It changes everything around you so that you are more safer. It's not about becoming more vulnerable. You're already vulnerable with all of your issues. Okay, let's see, anything else? You just have to understand that awkwardness is hooked into it too. So you have clues and triggers that says, as soon as I feel this and I feel this, and we can disrupt those patterns. You don't have to have the whole strategy play out. You can actually change it. And then spirituality gets to come in. Okay, that's good. All right, hopefully you like that and share with your friends and all of this.